If you're not hitting millions of views yet, Instagram just made it easier than ever, and the best part is you don't need a single follower to use this to go viral literally right now. 2 months ago, Instagram called me up and a really nice lady from their creative team said, "We want you to post more of your videos on Instagram. We see you publishing content elsewhere that's getting hundreds of millions of views, and we want you to bring that here." So she said they want to help me get more views on Instagram so that I'll want to post on Instagram, which makes sense. That's pretty good logic on their end. That's when she told me to use this new feature that is the #1 way for creators to grow right now, even the ones with no followers. Pay attention because this is the easiest a platform has ever made it to go viral, and the release of this tool helped me get an extra 11 million views last month, just from posting short videos I filmed from home on my phone. Here's why this tool is such a big deal. One of the great dilemmas of being a successful content creator is not necessarily having too many ideas. That's usually a good problem to have, but it's not knowing what to do with all of them or how to prioritize them. This leads to a lot of experimenting, which in and of itself is great. Experimenting leads to creative breakthroughs and helps us figure out what our audience is connecting with and what they want more of. But when we blast our social feeds with too many experiments, it can lead to viewer fatigue and sometimes even to people unsubscribing or unfollowing. But Instagram's solution, which is really a creator's dream, just changed the way people can get the benefits of experimenting and figuring out what's working with their content without the downsides of viewer fatigue and the unfollowing backlash. I'm kind of shocked Instagram was the first social media platform to roll this out, because usually TikTok is the one unveiling bizarre new experimental features. And most of the time when we hear new feature, it means cheap filters or editing tools that they claim will help us reach more of the people we want, but don't actually do much of anything besides benefiting the platform. But this one is actually game-changing. If I'm being honest, Instagram was never my favorite platform. When it was primarily a photo sharing app that people posted their heavily filtered pictures to, I was more interested in the video application. But now I will say that Instagram has earned my respect with this new tool, and this is how simple it was. So I barely posted on Instagram or Facebook this past year, but after I started using the new tool, I went from 100K views a month on Instagram to 7 million, and from basically 0 views on Facebook to over 4 million. That's over 10 million extra people I reached filming easy content from my phone from home. It's now crazy to think what we had to do as creators before this tool versus what we can do now. Back in the early days of publishing content, like 2020, I would post a video and wait. Sometimes one that I expected to do well because it was similar to other videos I had posted that had gone viral, but it would unexpectedly flop. Maybe some of you have experienced this. Posting a video you know has potential, but because of unforeseen circumstances outside of your control, the view count freezes. It could have to do with what happened to be trending that day, or the timing of when you posted it, or maybe there was an edit in the beginning that lingered too long and caused people to scroll away. Whatever the reason, what do we do when this happens? Well, if it's a video I'm proud of that I knew had potential, I post a second version. Then wait another 24 to 48 hours and see how it does, and hopefully the second time it takes off. Usually after making a couple edits, the second video does take off. Occasionally a third or fourth revision is necessary. But now we never have to do this again. Instagram's solution that I'm completely obsessed with is trial reels. This is hands down my favorite feature ever. Now, when you go to post a video, you can toggle this little button that says share as a trial reel. So then when it publishes the video, it won't actually show to your followers. It doesn't even show up on your feed, so no one who's following you will be able to see it. Instead, it will push the video out to non-followers, and you can see how it performs without it showing up publicly on your page or to any of the people following you. Now, I've explained to some creators why they should use this, and sometimes people are confused how it works or don't get the point, so I'm gonna break it down because this is really simple and it has so much value. You post a video, you select trial reels. The video is dropped under a separate tab on your page that only you can see. It then appears only on the feeds of people who are not following you. If you like how it performs, you can make it public on your page and it will keep all the views, likes, and comments it accumulated during the trial. Or you can delete it, or you can just leave it under trial reels forever. This is insanely beneficial for 3 major reasons. Number 1, literally what we just talked about. You don't have to wait to see if your video flops or takes off now. Instead, with trial reels, you can post as many variations as you want up front, and Instagram will test all of them against non-followers. So you don't have to worry about your followers unfollowing you because you posted too many versions of the same video. To be honest, I never really cared about reposting content because in the big scheme of things, I don't think people remember when so-and-so creator reposted a video, but some people really don't like to do this. They feel like it messes up the aesthetic of their page and feel embarrassed if their followers see them repost the same thing more than once. That's fine, do whatever works for you. But regardless, now you have an option to do it in a way that saves you time up front and makes it way easier to know which version of your video will be the best one without guessing. Number 2, you can test content on Instagram trial reels before you post it to other platforms. Maybe you're torn between 2 background songs or 3 different hooks and want to test a variety of combinations. Of course, people may always respond differently on different platforms, but testing first through trial reels can give you an idea of which ones in a group people tend to watch longer. Also, while the video is under trial reels, you can post it to a public Facebook page and it can accumulate views on Facebook that count towards the reel while it's in the trial. And you can earn extra money on those views. This is how I got millions of extra views from Facebook that show up on the video on Instagram as well. Number 3, you can now experiment a lot more freely without worrying about your followers seeing it and wondering what you're up to. You basically have the freedom to post as if no one that you know is watching and try new formats or styles of content that that you might not have otherwise been comfortable to test. So by now, you should be stoked about this tool. But if any of you are still thinking, wait, I don't get it, how does this tool increase my likelihood of going viral? For one, when people feel less guarded about what they post because either their close friends or family aren't going to see it, their inhibitions come down a little bit, and sometimes their most creative content will emerge from that space. This is why a lot of people jumped on TikTok during the pandemic, because they felt like they could let their freak flag fly. Try saying that 5 times fast. And it feels less embarrassing when total strangers are seeing the vid versus people they know. Also, because people can test more variations faster without the backlash of mass unfollowings, their probability of going viral increases. If you edit one version of a video, you have one chance to go viral. But if you post 5 variations, now you are 5 times as likely to go viral. You could even post 10 versions of the same video. You just need to make sure that each video has separate metadata. So I export my videos from Premiere Pro before I post each of them with a different name, because if Instagram detects or suspects that you're just posting the exact same video over and over, it will stop pushing out the similar version. So it does need to know that each video is a completely unique file. So there you have it. With Instagram trial reels, your probability of going viral has just skyrocketed. Let me know in the comments if you're gonna give it a shot, or for those of you who already have, please share your results with us in the comments. For more tips, go to viralblueprint.com and I'll send you a free outline of the viral formula that I use to hit billions of views and millions of followers on multiple platforms. If you enjoy content like this, let me know in the comments what topic you want me to cover next.